What's up, you guys? And I'm going to show you what type of fans I'm running on my Revo motor. They're called Yeah Racing cooling fans. I got them off eBay for like 26 bucks, so you'll probably find them anywhere underneath 30 bucks. I have already ran a couple packs with this fan already on here. I have it all torn apart because I wanted to rework my wiring. I had all my slack kind of underneath the motor, and it's better to have your slack into your receiver box, because then less wire is touching your motor with it getting very hot. So how you plug these in is I put them in the top, not these two top ones, these two top ones down here. And you got these metal spots on this plug, not the red spot. You want to make sure that's facing towards you, and you want to make sure obviously your receiver is pointing upright, not upside down, when you have these facing towards you. Let me try to plug one in here for you. Alright, it's in there. Make sure they're on the far right two pins, not the far left two pins. This side. And then they're in. And I'll push them in a little bit better later. I'm just trying to make an example here, and make sure you plug your steering servos and your speed control back in correctly. I had it incorrectly, and when I went to test my steering just to see if everything was plugged in correctly, I went to turn it to the left, and it went full speed because that was my throttle, because I had these plugged in incorrectly, and I had a couple screws laying on the table here, and they flung off the table, and I had to find them off the floor, which took a couple minutes. Real quick, because I forgot to add this during the video, how the steering servo and the speed control plugs get into the receiver box for at least my truck. At least I don't know if anyone's different. I'm sure it's not. Channel 1 and channel 1 at the bottom, the two bottom ones, those are the steering servos, and then channel 2, the third one up, is your speed control. That is how mine's ran. If you plug them incorrectly, you could have your steering on your remote, your throttle, so you want to make sure that's all correct. And these wires here, make sure you run them correctly. The best way possible, I think, is make sure you have this around the air vent cover, this side. I took it off because this screw hole right here, the only way to take it off is with one of these. You can't use something long because you run into all of this crap up here. I've taken it all apart and it still don't work because your screw, or your this tool here, it runs into your chassis, and this is the only thing you can use, and it's a really long screw. You just keep working at it, and if you take this off, you can get a further rotation on it. It is this screw right here that's on the bottom. You take that off to get your motor off. Then you take your motor mount screw off, that's up here. And then your gear cover, it's one screw. It's this one up here, and that whole gear cover comes off. And that's pretty much it. For the winter time, instead of taking these fans off, I'm going to get a dusty shroud over the chassis so no snow gets on these fans. A little water might not hurt them, but if I do run it in wet grass or anything, I might use that shroud for that as well. But I think that is all. Make sure you run this wire underneath these tabs. They don't really go under there really well. Just try to get it best as you can. But that is pretty much all. I'm going to show you a clip after this part of the fans running. I have had a couple packs, like I said, through this already with the fans on, and before, without the fans, I had to wait 30 minutes in between to let the motor cool down to run another set of batteries through it, and now I only have to wait like maybe 5 minutes. But what I do is when my batteries die, I let the truck sit for a couple minutes with the fans running with the dead batteries, and it cools down the motor quicker, so I can run another set through it faster, and not have to wait as long. More playtime. So that is it. I hope you guys liked the video. Please subscribe to see more helpful videos in the future. I hope this one was helpful. See ya.